Every single move in the market, every pump, every dump, every fake out comes down to just two forces, not indicators, not some magic algorithm, just supply and demand. The problem? 95% of traders have no idea how to actually read them on the chart. They keep losing to the people who do. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how institutions use supply and demand to take money from retail traders and how you can flip the script. Before we can move to real life examples, we need to understand the basic concept of supply and demand. Supply is nothing else than a resistance level consisting of the majority of sell orders that are preventing price from continuing to go into higher price levels. It is the same in the reverse position for demand. Demand is nothing else than a support level consisting of the majority of buy orders. So there's more buying than selling happening, but if buy orders are getting depleted, then support can turn into resistance once it's broken, and the same thing can happening vice versa with resistance once resistance is broken. Now the problem is that retail is trading in a bullish trend, and this is how most people are getting wrecked when they are trading based off demand, and the same when they are trading based off supply, because the moment that the move happens in either direction, the supply or the demand zone is not getting tapped again, so they are missing the entry and the whole move is unfolding without them participating in the market. And you can see this clearly when I go here to a live chart. Here with the demand zone, you see price came down here, touched the demand zone, and then continued upwards. So it means you have only one reference point, one data point, where you potentially could have had a chance to enter. And this is not enough. We need 2 or 3 data points to have a high certainty of the move continuing to the upside. And the same when we are coming out of supply or have touched supply. To get into a short position and trade this to the downside, we need more confirmation. And also here 2 to 3 data points with touches in that supply zone to get into a trade. So here in these retail examples, which is a myth that you can basically trade like this, is not true. You cannot use this. Now the big question is, how can you trade with supply demand in a way that actually works and that you will actually make money? The concept itself here really broadly is accurate, but like I said, in a practical situation, it is not really helping you to make money. So for this, I move here a little bit higher up and go to live price action. Now what we want to do is we want to determine if we right now can already see that somewhere is supply or demand, and then also the way how we are determining this. So what you want to look out for is at least 3 candles moving aggressively to the upside. And this is what institutions call a footprint on the chart with the previous candle. The previous candle before that move is the footprint telling you that is the demand zone. And the same goes with price accelerating to the downside. When you see something like this happening here, then also the previous candle before that move here, this green candle, is the footprint for your supply zone. So now we know down here in this area, this is our demand zone, like I said, the red previous candle. And as you can see here, we have already one touch point back into this demand zone, which is still not enough to enter a trade here. And by the way, if we're entering a trade, we are aiming for a 1-to-2 or a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio, so for 2 RR or 3 RR. Now we're gonna let price develop and see what's gonna happen. Price is going higher. Do we come back? And there we came back. We came back to our demand zone down here. Now we would have entered from there, from the top side, into a trade, stop loss slightly below, and we aim for a 1-to-2. So here in this scenario, we would have hit our 1-to-2. So we put this in our trading journal, 2RR, and now we want to see where was supply on the move down. So supply was actually here in this candle we are previously rejected from. Again, we need multiple touch points to confirm before we enter in a trade. We continue. There, you see, massive confirmation that in this candle was supply. and went straight down. So, but we have here 2 touch points that would have been our third. Maybe on a lower time frame we would have been able to catch this. Let's see on a 15-minute time frame. On a 15-minute time frame, we would have been not able to catch this, which is fine. We cannot catch every single trade. Now we came back into our supply zone, 1 touch, not enough yet, after that retest to determine that we can re-enter. So we're gonna wait. Now our demand zone turned into resistance potentially if this next move is not reclaiming it. So we're gonna wait. There, reclaim. And now along the way we need sometimes to adjust our demand and our supply zones, because also over here there is now supply from that candle, from that footprint, and the same goes with our demand zone. Our demand zone here, previous red candle down here, so here's now our demand. This is always floating when you're trading. So here we have now 1, 2, 3 touch points technically to look for a short. If we touch it again and then go to the downside, so here we're taking this 1 to 2, and then we're going to see there. Now we would have been in. Okay, we would have gotten stopped out on that one. So that means a -1 RR. Now here this area might have turned into support, into a demand zone. Now we need to look higher up. Where is here to the left? Always to the left. Where was here another supply zone? And here in that candle there was another supply zone, and potentially also all the way up here in that candle too. We're gonna mark this out. And you can have multiple layers of demand zones and supply zones. I use them to ladder into positions or to ladder out of positions to take profit. So now we're gonna see, did we get rejected from there? No, we actually went higher in the next demand zone, but still no entry for a continuation trade. Now here the level above us potentially turned into support and supply demand. So yeah, so there, this is now demand. Okay, we need at least 1 more touch there. So there we could have entered into a long position. Once we come here back up, aim again for a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, higher all the way up there, and then we see the continuation. And there we would have here hit our 1 to 2 easily. We are now at 3R. Now we need to find again to the left the next supply zone above price, and that might have been all the way up here. And you just keep doing this over and over again for your trades. Now let's see. They're acting as exactly as we wanted as supply. So here multiple touch points. We would have gotten in now on that short up here, 1 to 2. Okay, we would have gotten stopped out, and this potentially would have also turned into a support zone from here. So again, you want to determine where the next supply zone is, and here you can see right now there is no supply zone. So that means price is in price discovery, and then you have to wait and let price develop its new range. So we can now only go off the demand zone. Let's see, do we get multiple touches here for the demand zone? Yeah, and now I can make out a new supply zone all the way up here in that green candle. Again, here, the previous candle, 3 candles to the downside, that becomes your supply. No trade yet. Let's see. No. But we could have targeted supply with our short. Oh. But again, remember, we need 2 to 3 touch points before we can actually enter a trade. And not before that. Not before that. So we're gonna wait. See if we get more touch points here, either to the upside or to the downside, to take advantage of this. So here we came already back down. That 1 touch point, go below. No, nothing. Also here, multiple times nothing. Here's a new demand zone. coming from this red candle. It's a tiny one, but it might be the one that we need to continue trading here. And at the same time, we have also a new supply zone, another one in this candle over here. So, but no trade yet, which is fine, can happen. That for multiple hours we don't have a trade. Also want to seize this weekend. So here we got 3 touch points, and then it started to run away. 3 touch points. Stop loss here below this candle, that low, and a 1 to 2 would have been here highly successful for us. So again, another 2 RR on this trade position. And this is how institutions and bankers are actually trading. They only look for footprints that other banks and institutions have left on the chart and only trade based off that. It's really that simple. And as you can see here, the win rate is already amazing on this. Now we are back in supply. And while we are back in supply, we can potentially set up here a new short trade. But again, we need more touch points up here in that supply and not break it. So there, 1, 2, 3, yes. Currently profitable, let's see. Okay, so not stopped out yet, but really close. Yeah, now we gotten stopped out. Okay, so here 1 RR minus 1 RR. Now again, this underlying former supply zone turned now into potentially demand, and we have up here maybe a supply zone. We cannot tell yet because prices and price discovery. So we need again price to continue to form here a range and to tell us where supply is. And here we know where supply is. It's up here in this candle. And now we wait and see if we can get a trade from here. We have a new demand area too. And here our demand area is in this candle. So this is now a really narrow range. I usually don't trade these kind of ranges because it's way too thin. Too thin and yeah, really too tight to trade. So I rather wait for a more proper range to get something out of here. So just sideways movement, nothing really to go about. So we're just gonna wait. There. So here you see now we come back to that range here, to that demand zone, and this is what I would be looking at and interested in trading. And this is something really important that you need to learn along the way. Patience. Let the trade come to you. So here's our third touch point that we were waiting for a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio trade. Let's see if this would have played out for us. No, we would have gotten stopped out. Maybe the stop loss was not appropriate. So if I would have adjusted that, would have not changed anything. So yeah, that is another loss. Minus 1 RR. So but what it told me now is that demand is in this supply is up here in this candle. This is now our demand zone. Supply zone. This is our supply zone. And now when I look at this here, I think this here turned now into our demand zone. This candle over here. Price play out. There. Boom, boom, boom. Bearish retest, continuation to the downside. Here 3 times retested that area. Confirmed resistance now to the downside. 1 to 2. So here this would have played out for us, that trade. So we can give us another 2 RR. And then we wait, see if price can recover. Yeah, price is coming back up. So now we can determine that down here is definitely some demand in that area, and we're gonna wait 2 times Okay. Now the supply zone, the former supply zone turned again demand. See, do we get 2 or 3 touch points before we continue higher? Yeah, so there, wow. Okay, so here 3 touch points. Per touch point is where we would get then in. Target again a 1 to 2. Also here, beautiful 2 RR and maybe one more. Let's see if we can get one more. And we need to adjust again our demand zone here in that red small candle over here. And then we let this play out and find another supply zone. There is one definitely up here in that green candle. There is one. So here this was successful. Let's see and continue. So this might have been turned now into support. Oh wow, okay. That was a crazy move. We would have catch that here from that supply. Here 1, 2 in that candle. In that candle we would have caught that. Because again, 3 touch points, guys. 1, 2, 3. That went to the downside. Stop loss here on top of that candle. 1 to 2 is what we are aiming for. So 2 RR. We can do one more. And what you need to understand about this concept is it is fluent. It is fluent. You always need to adjust. You always need to adjust and look, okay, where did we get an impulse move again to the upside? Where was aggressive buying? Where was aggressive selling? So here was aggressive selling in these candles here to the downside, and especially here. And then also where was aggressive buying here at support, aggressive buying back to the upside. So then you adjust accordingly your supply zone over here, because here is now in that green candle before that big move supply, and then here to the downside in this candle is demand. I remove this one last time. See here, bam bam bam. Now this demand zone turned resistance. Can it come back? There, that came back. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Would we made here money on this with a 1 to 2? Yeah, we also would have won that trade here because we got here enough touch points along that line to enter this. So now we have 10 trades. Let's look at the win rate. Here we have 3 losses and 7 wins. So that means the win rate for this strategy with the sample size is 70%, and we would have made 17 RR here on that sample size. So which is an amazing return for such a simple strategy. You only need to follow the footprints of bankers and institutions on the chart to make money here. It's really that simple. Let me know if you want more breakdowns of strategies like that in the comments below, and which strategies I should do next. And as always, guys, I'm gonna see you in the next one.